So in this position, in this situation, what we are going to do is that someone is trying to talk with you, okay, you are not really interested in talking with them, but you fail to maintain distance, okay. One thing that you can do to maintain distance is that if someone is close to you, man, I just want to talk with you, you can simply just put your hands on their shoulder, man, thanks, but I'm good, yeah? I'm going to go heading my own way or something like that. So this failed, okay, we're not able to maintain the distance, okay, here, and controlling him. And now he's going to start to come very close to you. The first thing that you want to do is that you want to minimize the area. So basically, instead of just being here, you need to have several things. First, recognizing which leg is back, okay, in this case it's going to be the right, means that this rightly, probably a right-hand person is going to try to slap you, okay, or to do something else, but is going to probably throw a right hand. And then so this is the first thing, awareness of your partner. The second thing is going to be trying to reduce the area of exposure. Instead of just talking with him like this, try to go on the side. Another thing, try to put your hand on your face, okay, like if you are stretching, and putting your other arm here, your other hand here on the elbow. Now it's going to be much harder for him to do a huge amount of damage unless you really allow him to do that, because now you can use your hands and your hands are closer to your face to be protected. So that's what's going to happen. So I'm here, man, what you want, what's happening, okay? See that my head is already protected. If he throws me a punch, I can eventually see it coming, okay? And that's what we need to be aware of, okay? So we are here, he's going to start swinging a punch, and off I go. Okay, I'm going to use like this snake position here to block and put him down. The other hand, I can also start blocking, because if one hand goes, the other is going to go. And now I'm going to start holding him. Okay, I want to control his lat using my other hand, pulling him here. Okay, now I'm super attached to him. My hip is connected with him. And now if he tries to move, I'm going to move with him. Okay, always holding this position. From here now, I want to get my legs inside his legs. So I'm here, I'm going to start putting my one foot here and a foot here. Now I'm going to drop my hip so that my hip is lower than his, here, and now I can lift him up. If I'm here, I'm okay. Okay? Now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to gently drop him here. He's going to fall down. Okay? From here, I can just apply hand on the shoulder, coming here, and now I have an arm bar, here, again, here, off I go, carrying super tight with it, my leg goes inside and bending, off I go. Don't forget to hold your partner very well so that it's not a big bang. Again, a lot of you just have 1, maximum 2 months of experience, so let's try to take care of the partner. You can start putting the knee as you fall down here, control his shoulder, and now use your arm around his elbow, off you go. Okay, you can start lifting up, it's going to hurt a lot. Okay, so it's going to be one alternative, the other one is going to be when I want to go down over here, okay? And now I'm going to start to activate some additional controls, okay? Now allow me to go there. Okay, so we are here, okay? Controlling. I want to go palm with palm here, and I want also to make sure that my elbow and my knee here are going to be connected, and my toes are going to be active here. So I want to start so that I can start pushing him over here. Let's wait for the plane. Okay, so I want to be pushing him so that if he starts to push me back, it's going to be very hard, okay? I'm going to be in this position. And now what's going to happen is that sometimes it can be starts to be spazzy or whatnot, like I don't really like this control, and I'm going to change my control. I'm going to use my hand from here to here, okay? The hand that was the palm was up, controls his shoulder, the hand that was controlling his neck goes into his tricep, and I start moving. Okay, here. If I want to put additional weight on his body, I'm gonna lift my hips so that only my feet are here on the mat. Can you see his grimace? This means that it's working. Okay, I'm gonna start changing again. Okay, in here. And now off I go. Then I can change back again. One, and then I go back. Okay, every time that I go back, try to go a little bit tighter. Okay, so that it's gonna be easy for you. Okay, now let's see another thing, which is how we can mount and dismount an opponent. Okay, we want to get a position of more dominance. Okay, so I'm here. Okay, now I'm going to use my hand that is under his neck. I want to use my middle finger as deep as I can into his armpit. I'm pulling him to me. Now I want to start bringing my hand up, trying to block his elbow, because now my next step is that as I bring weight on top of him, I want to slide my knee across his stomach and start moving his hands here, and now I'm in the mount position. Let's go as well for us to dismount, and then we can mount again. So for me to dismount, let's say that now it starts to be spazzy again, I don't feel comfortable in this position. Control the hand, control his arm. And now I'm going to drop my weight, bring my hip on the mat here, and now this leg is going to step backwards, and now I'm going to go back to the original position of the side mount. And now if I want to mount, I'm going to do exactly the same thing again, controlling the armpit here with my middle finger. My other hand comes here, my chest is going to be on top of him, and I'm going to slide off I go. Why do I need to block his arm? Because if I don't, if I'm just staying here, it's going to start blocking here. Okay? Also, sometimes some more experienced people are going to have their foot over here. Okay? So make sure that you are bringing more weight on top of him. What you are doing, it is no longer a problem, and you can start going to the mount. So now let's go super heavy on James. Now we are here. Okay, James is pushing, and now off I go. Boom. Off I go. I push him far away. And now this hand is going to feed the other one. Now I want to bring this hand under. Okay, off I go. This is a very good position to stay. If you ask your partner to get out, it's going to be very hard. And now I'm going to bring my elbow out, grazing his ear. And I'm going to put it slowly here and start lifting. A very common mistakes that people do is that they start lifting the wrist, so it's no longer active. Sometimes the wrist is going to be like this, the thumb is down, it's still going to be very flexible, okay? Or a little bit less common, but when they do this, they lift the full arm, okay? Make sure that his elbow is as low as possible here, connected to his rib cage, okay? And then, okay, he's already tapping, and then wrist down, and then you just lift. So now we are here on the other side, okay, which is on the bottom, and I want to make sure that I'm starting to get some good defense. The first thing is never be like a starfish, okay? Make sure that you have your knees bent, okay? Another thing that is important is to prevent the mount, as we've seen earlier in this section, okay? If I'm not putting my knee, try to go to the mount, it goes very easy, okay? So let's try to minimize the chances of him mounting by putting one foot on my knee here. I can also do a little bit of a detail, which is instead of just being here, because here my frame is not the best, I can start coming here. Now if James tries to push me a little bit, here, knee is going to resist a little bit more. Whereas if I'm here, I'm bending, okay? So just adding a little bit more detail if you care. So now I address the legs, now I need to start having T-Rex arms, okay? I need to start bringing my hands inside. Sometimes it's going to be easier, okay, where I can simply just come here, Or sometimes I need to fight for it. How? I'm gonna start to swing. Okay, my arms are outside. I need to push him, off I go, and now as I created some space, I'm gonna sneak in my arms. 1, 2. Okay, making sure that I'm not using my hands. Okay, it's quite dangerous for your wrists. Okay, so I'm just controlling him with my forearms. Okay, here I can use my hand, but here not really. At least not at this stage. Okay, now once I'm in this position, okay, I'm controlling his neck. I'm controlling his hip. I'm gonna move my hips away, and now I created a lot of space. You're gonna see this in another angle. And now I'm gonna start to bring my inside, pushing him, and now I get into the close guard. So if you go again on this side, legs here, 1, 2, creating an angle. Try to generate some power push. If I need, when I'm generating power, I'm gonna lift my leg so that I can generate more power. As he comes back, I'm already here using the frames. Okay, 1, 2. And now what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna push him. Okay, I just want to create the frames a little bit to hold him. And now my knee is gonna start getting inside. Once I get inside, now I get the close guard. A very common problem that a lot of people have is that as they come in, they want to bring this side, okay? Try to bring always the side that you have more space, okay? Which is usually the bottom leg, okay? You want to use the bottom leg, not the top leg, okay? Here, okay? You can eventually use the top leg, but more to frame. Now if James tries to put his weight on me, I'm having good frames on him, okay? But first, always the bottom leg, then you can start recovering guard. For you to recover guard, it's important that you do several things. Okay, once you're here, control, 1, 2, lift, push, and now sometimes they are going to be here. Okay, so try to push him, and at the same time, you want to align your head with this. Okay, here, so that's why you start moving. Okay, try to use your feet, your hands, so that you can fully align out your heads. And now you can close the guard. Now the game is going to be for him to try to get out of this position, and I just need to make sure that I'm just securing the position of a submission. I can also go to the mount. Okay, so I'm here. Okay, if he's not doing anything, I'm just going to go to the mount. Okay, he also wants to start pushing me here, trying to recover guard. I can resist, okay, I can start pushing here a little bit. He starts going again, say good, that's it. Okay, he recovered, that's fine. Okay, or if I'm locking here any submission, just make sure that you just secure. Okay, once you have this grip, you let it go. You don't lift his elbow or bring it closer to here. Keep it playful, make sure that everyone is having fun.